Yeah, good day, traders. Just looking at the markets today, I mean, obviously, we've seen an emphatic move. I just want to go over a couple of those moves with you now, just set you up for the close of the US markets and the start of Asia. But I think the market's been infused not necessarily just by what we've seen from the Fed and the Treasury working together under a number of programs, which looks very, very similar to what we see with modern monetary theory, but also the idea that that Wuhan hasn't reported any cases for the last 5 days, and they're looking to ramp things up on the 8th of April. There's a lot of stuff coming out of Europe as well about shared euro bonds and various factors. But let's have a look at the markets and let's shape ourselves up for the day. Let's go straight to the boards and high and equity markets, because what a move we've seen. I would have liked volumes to have been a bit better. They're in line with the 30-day average. But Dow Transport's up 12.4%. So you've got the Dow up 11.4%. You've got that's the best day there since 1933. The S&P trading up 9.4%. If you go down just to the intraday graph, you can see there that the market finished on its highs. Really, really nice bid. Really going into the close there. Obviously, everyone's anticipating this vote that we're going to see on the stimulus bill. But let's come back to the boards. Asian markets are really going to feed off this one. You've got A50 futures up 2.4% in China. Nikkei futures really going absolutely ballistic. They're looking like the market's going to open about 10% higher. I'd be a seller of that. I don't think we'll probably open that high, but certainly a good day expected in Japan. We've got the SPY futures here in Australia at 5.9%, so another very, very strong day expected coming through there. Let's have a look at FX moves, because it's really been all about Noki today. You've seen WTI working very nicely up about 3%. You've got Brent up about 0.9%, but the Noki and the high beta currencies working very well. You've got the peso looking good. Euro's only up 0.4%. Lots of talk about euro bonds and various factors. Didn't see that in 2011, 2012, but it's taken the virus to bring Europe really close together. But it's all about high beta currencies there. You can see some very strong gains coming through, and we've seen implied volatilities really coming down quite sharply. In fact, one of the things I have poked out is if you have a look at the VIX there, 61.6%. Implied volatility in the S&P is actually up. I guess volatility is directionally agnostic. It can go up, it can go down. But we have seen volatility in FX markets and bond markets come in a little bit lower. And if you look in bond markets itself, you look at the tips there, you can see them down about 6 basis points on 5s and 10 on 10 basis points on 10 years. So implied the real yield market, inflation adjusted bond markets come down. Good for equities. We like that very much indeed. As we do in credit, you can see the HY or the high yield credit index, credit default swap index, they're up down 153 basis points. So very, very strong moves down. The market will like that every day of the week. And you can see investment grade down over 12 basis points. Gold's very, very strong at the moment. Obviously, there's a lot of focus on what's difference between what's happening in spot gold and the futures, and that's blown out spreads quite sharply. But certainly everyone's trying to use gold as a hedge against modern monetary theory and those various factors as well. So a solid day for risk and something that we're looking very closely at today. But trade these moves with Pepperstone.